Hello YouTube and welcome back to another day Macau Vlogs. Today is Monday, March 1st. Now, in about 2 weeks, we will be approaching the 1-year anniversary of the coronavirus shutdown in the state of Pennsylvania. And across many of the states, yes, but the reason I say Pennsylvania is because, well, that's where I live. Now, what I'd like to talk to you about today is what has been the big thing that you've accomplished over this lockdown? Like, have you picked up a new skill? Do you think you've, like, seriously grown as a person? Like, what has happened over this past year that you can say you're proud of to have accomplished? I'll start. So, back in April of last year, before I started vlogging, like about 6.5 months before I started vlogging, I picked up the bass. Now, that's not my original bass. I traded my original bass for I played my first bass for a few months, realized because I had a 5-string at first, then I went by Ibanez, then I went to a 4-string by Squire, and I'm playing a 4-string by Sterling. Which, like, if you don't know what the thing, like, big deal is with playing 4 or 5s, the whole thing is that, like, you would really want to be playing, like, well, if you're a beginner, you want to play a 4-string for a while. And since I know I've got years ahead of me before I'm worthy of buying an actual 5-string, like, from a name brand, and, like, the other thing is, Stingrays, they're powerful basses. Like, there's very few that even come close to the power that they pack. Like, that's a $300 bass. It probably packs about the same amount of power as what's a boutique? It packs the same amount of power as its boutique counterpart in the form of a Music Man. Like, yeah, it's pretty powerful. Now, let's see, besides the fact that there's this whole shutdown, like, I mean, I was going to be picking it up eventually. It's just because of the shutdown, I got a bunch of work hours, which meant I got to save up a crap ton of money to buy the thing. Yeah, that was a really solid investment. Now, the only other issue I have is, like, I've been learning to sort of explore myself more. Now, obviously, I am getting my computer science degree. If I ever wanted to go back and take a bunch of night classes, I probably would. Actually, it's 50-50 if I would go for my master's or if I would go ahead and get a degree in music of some kind. Now, other than that, that's really about it. Today's plan is I have class at 10. I'm going to clarify a couple things with the professor because I have a homework assignment that's like a written homework to do for tonight. And I think the best way I can go about it is by, like, if I can clarify, like, if he says, oh, you need to show the work, or you don't need to show the work, because, like, that's important to me. I don't want to be submitting a half assignment or overdoing the assignment. I'd much rather be just like, bam, here's the assignment, please grade me and give me an A. So I have class at 10 o'clock, then I have class again I have a test at 12, and then again and then I have a class at 1. Then after my 1 o'clock class, I have an hour break. Then I have a 3 to 4:20. Then I have a 4:30 to 5:30. I'm going to be going to my 4:30 class, probably, like, I'll arrive like a few minutes later. But other than that, that's going to be it. So I'm going to go ahead and check in with you guys later. And we're back. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm going to grab lunch. It's kind of sunny out, and professor for my discrete class just didn't show. Game over, yeah! Now, do I think he will send out something? Hopefully. Do I expect it? Not at all. Man. Spring is in the fucking air. You can't... Now, you might be able to hear the wind, but... Like, if you can, that means that spring is in the air. Oh boy, do I look forward to this kind of weather. No. Other than this, that's about it for today. So I will see you guys later. Oh, we're back. It's about 10 to 1, and I gotta get going to math. Now you may be wondering why in the hell I like attending my math class in person. Well, it's 4 days a week, and it's fucking math. What sane person isn't going to attend their math class in person? I mean, a good sum of people, but still, that's not the point. Anyways, I'm just going to accept the fact that it's finally warm out and just live. Tonight I got to do 3 pre-calc assignments, and that's about it. Oh, and I got to study for the PyCat. If you don't know what that is, essentially that's the new version of the ASVAB. And I'd much rather be doing the PyCat on my own time than the ASVAB during a 4-hour time block. Just would make life a hell of a lot easier. But otherwise, I'm gonna get going. So, this is... Actually, no, I still got shit to say today. Hell, I'll probably even be recording my practice sessions for you guys for once. I don't fucking know. But I will see you later. And we're back. It's about 2 o'clock. As you can see, snow's seriously melting away. Yeah, video gets a little choppy at 24 FPS, but here's the thing. If people ever want to criticize my video quality, I sure as shit ain't gonna want them to criticize the fact that I like shooting in movie-grade frame rates. Like, that's the other thing. Like, you don't need as fluid a video quality whenever you're doing something like, I don't know, just walking and talking to a camera, especially with a face mask on, as you would if you were, say, doing something hyper-acrobatic or making a video game. Trust me, you need more fluid animation for the more intense shit. Now, the one last thing I need to do for this semester, I might actually even just buy a tower. Like, once I go on summer break, if I get a job, I buy a tower. Like, I'm talking like an overkill tower. You might be like, why the fuck would you ever need a tower that's overkill? Here's the long and short of it. It's not so much that you need a tower that's overkill, more so that it's a lot easier to have a tower that's overkill. Like, the amount of times that I've, like, done anything where, like, the amount of times I've done anything on any of the computers I've owned, where either the graphics gets eaten, the RAM gets eaten, the CPU gets eaten, is terrible. Like, people often shit on gaming, but the problem is that gaming's like the best way to determine what the industry standard's going to be in 5 years. And I'm not talking about your industry standard desktop. I'm talking about the entry-level laptops and phones. Because, like, for a while, like, Windows XP used to operate off of no more than 5 gigs of memory on a hard drive. Yeah, I want you to think about that. The fact that there used to be Windows that couldn't, like, you would not be able to feasibly run Windows without going and changing the source. But yeah. Now, all that I've got to do for today is my public speaking, and that's really about it. Oh wait, and concert band today. Derp, I'm idiot. So, anyways, I will be checking in later. And by later, I mean like around 10 o'clock. Alright, YouTube, just some closing remarks. Yes, I did pull up the base for just a little bit to fool around. Did a little bit of homework. Gonna be doing a lot more tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll have more time on my hands too. But otherwise, that's about it. So, this is Macau, signing out.